can just be shut up.
Okay. You want me to speak to this or you got it?
Okay. We're out of executive session. We have very good candidates for the county administrator and to be discussed further at this point.
And no action was taken during the executive session.
Correct. No action was taken. We do have a proposed resolution before us, resolution 547. And it's to amend the table of organization in the Warren County Salary and Compensation Plan for 2022 to provide interim salary increases for non-bargaining unit employees for the sheriff's office. And I'll let Assistant Administrator
forward.
Okay, moved by Supervisor Wild, seconded by Supervisor Runyon. And Ms. Del Lorenzo.
Sure.
Thank you.
So resolution 547 has already gone through the board. It went through in our last board meeting. After that happened, there have been some discussions with the treasurer's department on processing those pay increases and the retro pay. So they have requested that we simply add the highlighted in red or the part-time positions for which there is a full-time counterpart in the unit. So they're really not covered under the unit contracts necessarily because they're the part-time position. So they just asked for that to clarify that those were to be included in the increase, but there's no change really other than that.
Just a question,
Yes.
clarification, what's the effective date?
August 1st, go along with all the others. And that resolution was written the same way the CSEA out of unit one was written, which alluded back, reference back to the CSEA contract date, effective date of August 1st for the interim rate increases.
I would ask the committee to consider just amending the resolution to include the effective date.
Make that.
You okay with that?
And,
I forget who seconded it.
that, you second that?
Yeah, I'll second that. Yeah.
Yes,
Thank you,
Great.
Chairman. I'm just not clear. The resolution that we have in front of us is the one we already passed.
Yes.
So what we're saying is we're changing it to the red. No,
We're adding to it to add those titles in. Those are titles that are for part-time employees for which there's a counterpart in the unit. So typically their pay rates follow whatever their unit when they go to contract, whatever their contract states. But the treasurer's department just asked that we make it crystal clear that they were to be included in this pay rate. So this is gone. I sent this to the treasurer's department and spoke this morning with Mike Swan just to ensure that this would cover all the bases for payroll so that they could be paid at the appropriate pay rates retroactively back to August 1st.
is this a new resolution or are we amending 547?
We're amending.
But we're also superseding and replacing 547, correct?
So the full board has to vote on this once we pass it, or it goes to finance, or what happens?
So they're saying that
Just, yeah, this is
With personnel?
Oh, it's just the committee?
No, I'm sorry, it's gonna go to the board, but it's coming from the personnel, it doesn't need to make it stop at finance.
Mr. Connell.
what the sheriff's, what the treasurer's office is saying is that they need a resolution that also covers the non-bargaining unit employees in the sheriff's department. And those are highlighted in red. Am I reading this correctly?
These part-time positions, yes.
Employees, and it says previously authorized and other non-bargaining unit employees. So that's what's being added here. The other non-bargaining unit, but to match those previously authorized for CSEA. It says consider, this is whereas personnel considered a request to authorize interim salary increases for the non-bargaining unit employees in the sheriff's office to match those previously authorized for CSEA employees and other non-bargaining unit employees, and has recommended the same to the Board of Supervisors. has resolved the table of compensation is hereby amended in accordance with the attached schedule A.
Yeah, they were originally. We already did this.
So as you look at the chart, resolution 547 did not have the red section.
Okay,
So we're adding this red section to that resolution.
these are not part-time positions.
They are part-time positions, and that's what the complication
Okay.
was,
That was
because
okay.
everything was approved for the full-time. And in the past, I'm sorry.
Go ahead. No?
In the past, part-time, if they had a full-time,
So
yeah.
we're gonna do this
There,
for all
they
part-time
mirrored it,
positions in county
but
government. We're gonna do this for all part-time positions in county government.
Well, this pertains just to the sheriff's department.
This does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
What
I
about
think
the other part-time positions? in
There's
county
been no problem there.
we've already done
There's
it.
been no problem. We've already done it. That's what I want to hear. Thank you.
Okay,
You answered my question.
everybody clear?
I am.
I think so.
All right, I'll call the question on amending resolution 547. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, that does carry. Any other business for the personnel committee today?
Motion to adjourn.
Moved by Supervisor Wild, seconded by Supervisor Runyon. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.